In a quiet town in Ghana, a little girl named Afia sat by the window, watching the road every evening. She was waiting. But no one came. Her father had left when she was just 5 years old, never looking back. Her mother, a hard-working woman, did her best, but no amount of love from her mother could replace the absence of her father. Years later, in senior high school, Afia met Kwame, her first love. He was charming, kind, and made her feel wanted. He promised to never leave her like her father did. Afia gave him her heart. But one day, she found texts from another girl on his phone. Kwame had been cheating on her all along. When she confronted him, he simply laughed and said, "Did you really think I'd be with just you?" Her heart shattered into a million pieces. Afia felt something inside her break that day. She told herself she would never trust love again, but deep inside, she still craved affection. She couldn't say no to a man who called her beautiful. She couldn't reject a guy who made her feel special. So, when men whispered sweet words in her ears, she gave in, hoping that this time, someone would stay. With every new relationship, Afia thought she had found the one. But the story always ended the same way: broken promises, empty words, and regret. She felt like a used cloth, discarded after each man got what he wanted. One night, after yet another heartbreak, Afia sat on her bed, tears streaming down her face. She looked in the mirror and whispered, "Who am I?" She didn't recognize herself anymore. She had spent years seeking love, but all she had found was pain. For the first time in a long time, she prayed. As she cried out, a memory surfaced, her mother's voice from childhood. "Jesus loves you, Afia. No man can love you like he does." She reached for an old, dust-covered Bible at the bottom of her drawer. Her hands trembled as she flipped through the pages. And her eyes landed on Psalm 147 verse 3. He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. At that moment, Afia knew only God could fill the emptiness inside her. Afia made a decision: no more misplaced love. She deleted the numbers of men who only wanted to use her. She started spending time with God, finding comfort in His love. She joined a Christian community, surrounding herself with people who truly cared. Slowly, the scars on her heart began to heal. One day, a handsome, wealthy man approached her, sweet-talking her just like the others had before. But this time, she smiled and walked away. She didn't need their love anymore, because she had already found the greatest love of all. As Afia's relationship with God grew stronger, she began to understand something deeper. Even when the right man comes, he will never love her like God can. A husband will love and cherish her, but he is still human, imperfect and limited. Only God's love is unconditional and eternal. She prayed, "Lord, when the time is right, bring the man you have for me. But until then, you are enough." For the first time, she felt free. Afia's story is a reminder that only God can truly heal our hearts. Many of us try to fill the emptiness inside with people, relationships, and worldly pleasures. But true love, pure love, comes from God alone. Even when the right partner comes, they can never replace God's love. This story is inspired by Isaiah chapter 61 verse 1. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim freedom for the captives and release from darkness for the prisoners. If this story blessed you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments. Have you ever searched for love in the wrong places? How did God bring you back? Thank you for watching, and remember, true healing comes from God.